This is rjcarbone, and you're listening to BD4.
Anthony for three. Bang! That one goes down. This one by Mattingly. Oh, hang on to the RJ Barrett does it again from downtown. He is just tearing the Orioles apart. It's good. Randall gets the bounce, and he ties the game.
Houston ducks under. Got it! With 8 left.
Up and ran. Slam the other way for Aaron Judge.
Penetrates, creates, and showing some dexterity as well with the left hand.
Yankees win. The Yankees win.
All right, what's happening, everybody? I am your host, RJ Carbone, and we are here for another episode of BD4, where there is no better way to get your Yankees and Knicks analysis. Episode 303 of the podcast. Welcome, welcome. I am your host, RJ Carbone, and welcome to the show. Yeah. If you're new here, well, subscribe to the podcast if you like it. We're on many different platforms, all the listening platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We are on SoundCloud. We're sponsored by Anchor, so make sure to give us a good listen there. And many other listening platforms like Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and all the stuff you can think of. But we're also on YouTube if you want to watch the video format of the podcast. So be sure to do that as well. Subscribe to us on there. And if you're listening, maybe you want to, if you're on Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star rating and a nice review, all that stuff. Share it with your friends on social media. Speaking of, if you want to find me on social media, I am at RJ Carbone on Facebook. And if you want to find me on Instagram, I'm at Rob J. Carbone. But, it's Sunday night as I am recording. Sunday night, January 9th. Klay Thompson is back tonight in the NBA, so we are checking him out. That's, man, it's crazy. It's been two years and change, maybe, since he last played a basketball game. 700 plus days or something like that, I heard. Yeah, man. I haven't been watching a ton of the Warriors this year, but I've been keeping up with them, and they're already a monster team. So given that they're getting Klay Thompson back as good as they already are, even if they get like 60% of Klay Thompson this season, if he's got to take a bit to get back to form, I'm expecting them to be that much better, right? They're already that good without him. If he's even decent, I'm sure they're going to be even better. Because Wiggins has made himself a nice, nice little comeback story over there. This Jordan Poole kid was doing nice in Klay's spot. So, and I'm not sure when James Wiseman is returning. I don't even know what he's out with. But they got themselves a team, man. If Wiseman can come back at some point and give them a big man, that's probably their weakest spot, is they don't have a big man at the moment. But that's a dangerous team. They're going to give Phoenix a run for their money, and I expect those two teams to be at the top of the West when all is said and done. In the East, Chicago is on a run right now. They're on a 9-game run. They are at the top of the East, and I expect them to keep going strong. I don't know how much longer they can keep this up in terms of sustaining this and winning the East and doing much damage in the playoffs. That's all, because it's their first year being relevant in a while. But they're a fun team to root for if you're not it's just a casual NBA fan, because I know Knicks fans, we hate it's an old school rivalry and shit, but as a casual NBA fan, as an NBA fan, it's a good story. I just wish the Knicks were right there. Would have been a cool story to see the Knicks and Bulls on top again. But That's not happening with our Knicks. They actually took a brutal loss, a brutal second half in that game. Knicks Celtics. I didn't really get to see much of that game. I was out. But I'm glad I missed it because they only scored 75 points. And that's not good in today's game especially. And it's funny because, Big Randy, opening his trap and talking trash to the fans. And then the very next night, the day he gets fined for that shit, he goes out and coughs up 6 turnovers, 5 in the first half. He scores 13 points, and he needs, 20 shots to do so. He was horrible, missing 7 of 8 3-pointers. He scores 13 points tonight after talking trash. That's all you need to know. That's who this guy is. That's Julius Randle in a nutshell. Garbage. So we're going to get back to the Knicks. After Monday night's game, we'll have an episode Tuesday, probably. No, we will have an episode Tuesday. Probably meaning if it's not Tuesday, it's, maybe a little later. But, we'll get back on track. Because the next game is Monday night. So if I decide to delay my recording, it'll be out Tuesday night, the latest. But yeah, this episode is actually going to be a conversation with my buddy Mike and I. Mike's been on the show a couple of times already, and tonight it was me and him, and we just discussed a bunch of MMA. We, went into the topic of Jake Paul and boxing. Somehow that joke always seems to manage to make his way into my conversations. As much as I hate him, I guess that's why he makes so much money. So we talked MMA, boxing, and we went over some NBA stuff. We actually talked about the Bulls and the Knicks. He's a Bulls fan. And, stuff like that. We just bullshitted for about 20-25 minutes. So that's what we're going to get into tonight in this episode. So, again, guys, if you have not yet, be sure to subscribe to BD4 on the many platforms we're on. And also follow me on social media. All that stuff should be in the description. Or if you're watching the podcast, it'll be on the screen you're watching right now. Klay Thompson's back, and he's fired up right now. It's the third quarter. They must have went on a run or something. Oh, yeah, he's hitting threes. He's hitting threes. Yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. We're going to head to break. When we get back from our break here, we will get to the NYK question of the day, and then we'll get right into the episode with Mike and I. All right, so stay with us, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, so I've noticed that only a small portion of you who watch the podcast on YouTube are actually subscribed. So make sure the next time you go to BD4 on YouTube, if you feel like subscribing, do it. This way it'll help the channel grow, reach out to more audiences, more Knicks fans out there, more Yankees fans out there, MMA fans, sports fans in general. Just whenever you watch BD4 on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to help us grow. So if you guys want to follow me on social media, be sure to do so right now. I'm on Facebook at rjcarbone, and I'm also on Instagram at rjcarbone. Once again, if you want to find me on Facebook, that is rjcarbone. Instagram at robjcarbone. So BD4 is on so many platforms to listen to. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud. You can listen to us on Spotify. You can find us on our sponsor, Anchor, and many other listening platforms as well, wherever you get your podcasts. But we are also available to watch on YouTube. So if you want to watch us on YouTube, go subscribe there. But if you prefer to listen to us, again, many listening platforms. Just be sure to subscribe, download, give us a rating, a review, comment, share the podcast, and all that fun stuff. This is BD4, where there's no better way to get your Yankees and Knicks analysis. So apparently Clay's already got 14 points. Third quarter just started. He's shooting over 50%. Looking at it right now. I guess some big news here for the podcast. For those of you who tune in, which, yeah, it's not many, but, UFC, MMA is returning next Saturday. The UFC's coming back. The off season is over. It's coming back with the first fight night of the year. This fight card will be Shikatse and Cater. That's going to be a good one. I'm excited for that main event right there. And then, I think Greg Hardy is on that card too. But 2 weeks from now is the first pay-per-view. 271, I believe. Is it 270 or 271? I don't remember. But that's the Francis Ngannou and Cyril Gane. And but news, because I watch a fair amount of MMA nowadays. I'm pretty much glued in every Saturday fight night or pay-per-view card. So I think we're gonna start doing some MMA episodes after fights. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna do just the pay-per-view, episodes for pay-per-views only. But, there might be a good chance we go over fight cards too. So if there's an episode next Saturday on the MMA card that's coming up on the Shikatse Cater card, that, then there's a good chance we'll just do every Saturday night. So keep that in mind. We might start reviewing. There might be smaller episodes. They won't be as long, the normal 40 minutes to an hour like they are with the Knicks and Yankees. But, we'll do little mini episodes on MMA every Saturday. I think that sounds like a plan, because I catch the majority of them, Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get every single one in. I might not watch all of them. I might be busy and stuff. But usually I'll be able, usually I'm around to watch these cards. So, look forward to next Saturday. There's a good chance I might start doing Saturday recaps on MMA cards, whether it's a UFC pay-per-view or just a UFC fight card. So, just thought I'd put that out there. But, guys, thanks for tuning in. Let's get to the NYK question of the day. And then we'll get right into the episode with Mike and I, where we discuss UFC, MMA, in boxing, and some NBA as well. So, hope you guys enjoy it. But let's first finish this one off with the NYK question of the day. And so, our first official MMA episode. I guess you can consider this an MMA episode, right? So I figured let's do an MMA question. So our first MMA episode, I'm asking you guys to name that fighter, or name that fight, rather. On April 7th of 2007, which was UFC 269, one of the biggest upsets in combat sports history took place. Name that fight. All right, so let me ask one more time, or read it one more time. On April 7th of 2007, UFC 69, one of the biggest upsets in combat sports history took place. Name that fight. UFC 69. Which fight was that? That's labeled as one of the biggest upsets in combat sports history, if not the, it's up there with Tyson and Douglas. But that back in 1990, that was a huge one. But this one might be up there, and obviously, we've got the Pena one too. now. But yeah, this I want you to name the one that took place April 7th of 07 in UFC 69. Let me know on Facebook or Instagram, the usual. And guys, let's get right into the episode with Mike and I, excuse me, where we discuss some MMA, NBA, and a little bit more. All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Let's get to it. Hey, guys. I hope you're enjoying this episode. But first, I also want to let you know I have another blog. The blog I'm writing for is on ultimatesportsnetworks.com, titled The Bomber Bocker Blog. If you want to go subscribe to this blog, you should do so using my promo code 6A2841ERJC. Using that, you'd get a discount $7.99 a month to get the best Knicks and Yankees opinionated content around. Once again, guys, the Bomber Bocker blog on ultimatesportsnetworks.com using promo code 6A2841ERJC, $7.99 a month. A custom wall tapestry is a surefire way to uplift any room's aesthetics with a personal touch. This 100% polyester wall tapestry comes with hemmed edges for extra durability, while its mildew and water-resistant properties ensure years' worth of decorating bliss. The advanced tapestry printing techniques guarantee crisp detail even for the craziest of designs in any of the multiple size choices. You can select a size of 26 by 36 inches, 51 by 60, 68 by 80, and 88 by 104. These wall tapestries usually ship in 7 to 10 business days, and the price ranges from $24.99 to $69.99, all dependent on the size you select. The Bomber Bocker blog wall tapestries come in orange, gray, and black. But most importantly, be sure when purchasing a wall tapestry for the Bomber Bocker blog that you use promo code 6A2841ERJC. 6A2841ERJC. Just go to ultimatesportsnetworks.com and click on the Shop MVP tab, searching the Bomber Bocker blog. And there you have it. Hi, Mike. Oops.
What's up?
Hello, Mike.
How's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
Enjoying the weekend.
Yeah. Are you Are you home? Yeah, you're home.
Yeah, I'm on the couch. I'm watching. Getting ready to watch this Raiders Chargers game.
I was just watching. There's a lot of good games on there. There's an overtime game. The Rams.
Yeah, I just finished that one.
Yeah.
49ers won that one.
Oh, they did. I turned it off. I fell asleep.
I'm just so
tired.
They won by a field goal.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Can you hear the Is the TV real loud? Do I need to turn it down?
I can hear it. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Should I turn it down? Probably. I thought it might be a little too loud.
If there isn't a change in popular.
You do what you like.
Damn dog ate my remote to it, so I have to go do it manually.
Oh man.
Didn't you, Yeti? Look at that.
Oh
Said
man.
I wouldn't do that.
What kind of dog do you got?
It's an American Staffordshire Terrier. It's a pit mix, basically.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to hold this thing steady.
Don't worry
I
about it.
didn't feel like sitting at the table.
All we need is the audio anyway.
That's true.
Yeah. When was the last time you were on? A month, maybe a month ago.
About 3 weeks to a month. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
We talked about the UFC in 2021 and everything. I think in this episode, I'm just going to base it off of, what's to come and shit. We'll talk about 2022 for a couple minutes, and that'll be that.
Yeah, which the first fight got busted up with Holloway's out.
Yeah,
They
that
canceled
sucks. I was so excited for that.
Yeah, that was going to be because, he's always fun to watch. So
yeah, both of them, yeah.
Yeah.
And did I also hear that the Dustin Nate fight is called off?
I haven't heard anything about that one.
I heard that was getting called off.
Wouldn't surprise me at this point.
Dude, they raised the price for the pay-per-view again.
It's not it was 65, wasn't it, or 70?
I believe it's going to be 75 now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It don't matter for us.
For us. Yeah. Yeah, I'll set the stream a little harder.
But that's crazy.
That is, because I can't see paying for a fight like that because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
you're paying for 2 seconds or 10 minutes. You don't know, and I'm not a gambling man, so I ain't gonna do that.
I was funny you said you're not a gambling man because I was gonna ask, do you play any Hold'em, Mike?
No.
Okay, because I got a brand new poker set. And I was wondering.
Don't have a clue.
Damn. Because I'm trying to find people to play. It's just me and a couple of my buddies, but I'm trying to find new people.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the hell?
I've never played poker or blackjack or any of that stuff.
That's a good thing. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah. I don't know. I just never was into it.
Hey, Mike, I hope you enjoyed your January 6th and stayed safe.
Oh, yeah, the erection.
Did you?
That's what old dumbass what's his name? Chuck Schumer. He accidentally called it an erection instead of an insurrection.
Did you see what that freaking vice president was comparing it to?
Yeah, I seen a meme on it.
I can't
remember what it was now.
And her, she made it they're so dramatic first off. But she had hit a little dramatic over the top speech, and she basically compared it to Pearl Harbor and 9/11.
Wow.
And I was sitting there like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
They're ignorant, man. It's like I watched that. Well, Hodge Twins had a video of AOC.
Oh, no.
Yeah, anytime you follow that idiot around, you're guaranteed to have a good news story. So
you know what? I'll tell you what. That created a lot of memes that day. I'll say that.
She is ignorant. So AOC was at this she was at this, I don't know, big party with a bunch of gay guys. And you know how she's a big advocate of masks and stuff like that. And she didn't have a mask on. Yeah. None of the guys did. They were all hugging each other. One of the gay guys kissed her on the lips. And so she's in Florida of all places.
Yeah,
she's in the freest state.
Florida thing.
Yeah, she's in Florida. Her shithole of a state isn't open, so I guess she goes down to a free state and then doesn't mask up, but then complains about everybody else not doing it. And then there was a picture of her and her boyfriend eating, and they said something about her not, being out, not wearing a mask, whatever, after how she's been. And she gets on Twitter supposedly, and she's like, makes it weird, makes it about, oh, y'all are just mad you can't date me.
Yeah.
And all that. I'm like, where did that have anything to do? No, you're a waste of a female is what you are. Ain't nobody wanting to date you. You gotta be a complete idiot.
If I wanted to date a horse, I got a horse farm around the freaking corner.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Ignorant.
All right. But I do want to hit on some UFC real quick. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you because your Bull. I don't know if you've been following your Bulls, dude.
Best record in
What
the
the
East,
hell's
man. Of
going
course,
on
I'm
with them?
26-10 as of tonight.
I don't
Actually,
think
they played last night.
they play Dallas tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, dude,
Um,
they've been on a tear.
I don't remember last time they lost.
No, it's been a hot minute. I'm loving this season, dude.
I was gonna say it's got to be fun to watch.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I hope it's not one of the seasons like the Knicks fans had last year, and then it ended up being a fluke.
Yeah, at the end, that's what I'm worried about. But I feel like if they can stay healthy, they've got a big chance to make some damage, cause some damage. A lot of people's calling them Eastern Conference champions already. I don't know. That's a tough road.
The good thing is you do have stars, so you have a chance to go deep. It's not
If
like
they
it's
stay
just
healthy.
you have talent, so it's not like it's just a team that's playing hard and eventually they'll fall. You actually
Like
have
the
talent
Hawks.
to get far. Yeah, you actually have a lot of talent.
Yeah.
They're pretty deep.
Yeah,
Chicago.
that was the thing with the Hawks last year.
Yeah.
I mean, all they have was Trae Young. I mean, that's all you got. And then
it was like that for the Knicks last year too.
Yeah.
They just played hard, but they didn't have talent.
Yeah, it's the biggest thing, man. If Levine and DeRozan and Ball really can all stay healthy, I see them getting to the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know if I see them winning it, but because you've got to go through either the 76ers or the Bucks. The Bucks that's a whole nother animal. Yeah. So it's there's a lot of good teams on that side now. They didn't used to be, but now it's gotten a lot tougher on the East. So I don't know. It should be a good postseason though. Hopefully they keep it up, man. I'm loving it.
Yeah, man. The East is definitely top heavy. All the good teams are like, if you're not really, really good in the East, you're probably towards the bottom. It's very top heavy.
Exactly.
But yeah, you guys are killing it. I was looking them up the other day. I'm like, whoa, they won again. I had to check. I think it's like 9-10 in a row, something.
Yeah, DeRozan had 2 buzzer beaters.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was fantastic.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, man, that hurts because I wanted him so bad.
That's all right. Y'all got D Rose.
Yeah, and he's hurt again, so that's.
Oh yeah, I figure.
Oh, all right. Well, the good thing is that the UFC returns next week. Next weekend's a fight night, but then 2 weeks from now, I think it's the first actual pay-per-view event.
That's Nagano gone, isn't it?
Yeah, so
it's gonna be a good one.
There's a lot of hype around that one, Mike.
Oh, it's gonna be a good one.
There's a lot of talk, obviously, about Francis leaving the UFC and maybe going into boxing if he doesn't win.
Have you heard him getting ready to fight? We're wanting to fight Jake Paul.
Yeah. Everybody wants a piece of him now, dude. Even Nate Diaz. I mean, Jorge.
Yeah, I've seen Jorge and him going at it. I think Ngannou. That's a tough one. I don't know, man.
Well,
you're stepping into a different world. It's like a, it's kind of like football to basketball. I played both. There's a different kind of conditioning for each one. There's totally different. Like for football, you want to pump iron, you want to lift weights. Of course, you want to get fit, get conditioned. But you want to get as strong as you can, pump as much iron as you can. With basketball, if you're not careful and you lift weights too much, you can throw your shot way off. So it's kind of a balance there. You got to keep constantly practicing your shot while you're working out, stuff like that. So it's kind of the same with MMA and boxing. It's a totally different, it's a different world, different techniques. You're not martial arts, your fundamentals, your stance, your movement is totally different. So
yeah, even if you have like an outstanding stand-up game and your striking's on point, it's still completely different because in MMA you're not on your feet for however many rounds boxing is. So
yeah,
this as much as much as I dislike Jake Paul and I don't consider him a legitimate boxer, he is somewhat, he knows the sport now by now. He has 5 fights under his belt as just a strictly boxer. So, he is doing it, but if he was to come to MMA, I think it's over for him. And that's why he's staying there in boxing, because he knows what he's doing. He's making money. He's winning because he's picking his fights and he's being smart about it. So
yeah, it's like him wanting to fight Tommy Fury. I think that would have been a better fight than some of these washed up MMA boxers, fighters. But at the same time, Fury's still not proved himself to be a dominant. Now, I'll tell you one person I'd like to see Jake Paul fight, and it'd be a weight difference. So Jake Paul would have the advantage, really, if you think about it. But Lomachenko, I'd love to see Lomachenko got beat, so he's proved vulnerable, but he's one of the best pound for pounds there ever was. So I feel like, and Jake Paul weighs more, so he'd have an advantage. But Lomachenko, man, he's like Canelo. He bobs his head. He stays out of the reach of the opponent. His hands sting when they hit you. Body shots are brutal. I think that'd be an awesome fight. Plus, I think Jake called Canelo out. Canelo would wax his dome. I would love to see that, dude. Canelo would tear him up.
Please.
I mean, Canelo would probably give prime Mike Tyson a run for his money, honestly.
Oh yeah, you would have definitely given him a fight.
Yeah.
Do you think Nate has a shot if it ends up being Nate? Yeah, I just
he has no power in his hands. He has a chin. That's the only reason he's relevant. He has a chin.
At this point, no.
He has a chin. But wait, am I thinking of Nick or Nate? I can't ever keep
They're both
straight.
kind of at their end anyway.
Yeah, they are. What's the older one?
Nick's the one who fought Robbie Lawler, and he hadn't fought.
That's
in
right.
years.
He's done. He needs to just quit.
He's absolutely
He's
done.
terrible. He used to be good. He's terrible.
Yeah, he used to.
Nate just has a chin. That's the only reason he's been able to hang this long.
Yeah.
So I think in boxing, I mean, he just take more brain damage, but he'd end up losing.
Yeah. Do you think John Jones is going to return to the UFC this year?
I think he can stay out of trouble.
Yeah. A lot of people want him to
I mean, Dana gave him another chance, man. He screwed it up again.
I know, but I feel like Dana at the end of the day just wants the money.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to make
But like I said, it's not going to be Dana's decision. I think he's just going to screw it up.
Yeah.
He's going to end up, getting an assault charge or DUI and killing somebody and being in jail for murder the rest of his life. He's going to do something stupid.
Seriously. How about Conor's comeback? Do you think he gets a title shot? I have a feeling
I've been hearing it.
Get the title shot because we keep hearing about it, and it's a very good chance he fights maybe Oliveira eventually.
That's going to piss off a lot of people.
Oh, it will. It really will.
I mean, especially if he wins, dude, there are going to be people lining up. They'll have a fight every week for the next 2 months.
It's going to be funny as hell.
Yeah. I mean, I love McGregor. I mean, just because I liked him when he had just come in. I like his fighting style. Yeah. I think he's starting to go on the John Jones path where the fame's getting to him, and he better watch it.
I think he's one loss away from calling it a career.
Yeah. I mean, he don't need to fight anyway. If your heart's not in it, at that point, you're just going to get hurt and do something stupid. I mean, you gotta love it to keep doing it at that point because he's already got the money. He ain't doing it for the money.
He's got the money. He's got the legacy.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. If he does, that's like you hear a lot of like Tom Brady. He would have retired if he didn't love the game, but now he still loves the game, so he's going to play. Same thing with Jordan when he retired. He played, just said he just wasn't into it no more, and then tried to come back. He was okay, but he wasn't Jordan. I mean, that's everybody. If you're not into it, you're not giving it your best. There's no point.
Yeah. What about women's MMA? Do you think Amanda's going to reclaim her title?
I would have said yes before that last fight.
Yeah, she looked pretty bad, dude.
Pena, dude. I mean, she looked tough. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, she's a
I
badass.
was shocked. I was shocked. So I don't know. I don't know. I think it'd be a good rematch. Again, like I said last time, I think it could go either way. I won't be shocked this time though if Pena beats her.
Do you think so what if Pena wins? Do you think she gets like a shot to move weight classes and fights Valentina or some shit? That'd be something. Hold on. I got you lagging for a second. All right, you're good. Do you hear me?
Yeah, you froze or something.
Yeah, I got kicked. You're good. You're good. But I was gonna say, do you think eventually Valentina can fight Amanda, or maybe she fights Pena in a different weight class, depending on who wins that second fight between Amanda and Juliana?
That could possibly be a thing. I mean, but I tell you, Shevchenko,
She's gonna fuck up whoever she fights. I'm sorry.
that's a whole nother dude. She could go to a men's weight class and dominate. That's a whole nother type of woman right there.
Yeah. She's a monster, dude.
She's a beast.
Fuck it. She's just so perfect at everything she does. She perfected her fundamentals, really.
Yeah.
So I don't know, dude. Okay. I wanted to bring this up. Did you see this whole Knicks thing the other night? I don't know if you paid attention to this shit with Julius Randle.
For the thumbs down thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what was that? I seen where he did it.
All right. So all season long, basically, Knicks fans have been booing Randall because of his lack of effort and shit. You know, he's clearly not really trying on the other end of the floor. So they boo him a lot when he's like being lazy, they'll boo him. And so the other night, the Knicks are on a run, and the other night they're actually playing well, and Randall is hyped up and he gives the crowd a thumbs down. And the media asked him after the game, what was that about? And he's like, oh, it was a big fuck you to the fans. And he ended up getting fined $25,000 for it. And he posted, his team posted an apology letter on social media, and Knicks fans are against it. They already hate him, but now they're like all against him. And it's become a whole thing.
Idiot.
You can't do that in New York. If you're going to start a fight with the fans, you got to know you ain't winning that shit.
Well, and the thing is, too, you got to make sure your shit don't stink. So you got to make sure, you're on LeBron's level. As bad as I hate the guy. Like you can't be acting like you're just some great superstar when you're just happen to be the best person on a shitty team.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that don't take much to do. And two, he's got to think about his future. See, he's possibly screwed his future because no team's going to want that.
Well, he's already locked here, dude, for the he's got an extension deal. That's the thing. He signed an extension knowing he'd be here.
Yeah, but they might. I mean, they're probably. I'd say that after that, the Knicks are going to try to move him.
I don't think he lasts the whole thing. Yeah.
No, and I bet you I know who he goes to. The only team in the NBA that'll want him.
Lakers.
That's going to be right. No.
Who's that going to be?
Yeah, I could see LeBron trying to
Lakers
grab him.
Are desperate.
He was already there once, so why not grab him again? No, I think Detroit Pistons.
Oh my god,
because they suck.
That's my buddy Tanner's team, and he does not want that.
Oh, they're garbage. So I think, I mean, you got to think the only team that's going to want that guy is a team that has nothing to lose. I mean,
they got 5 wins in January.
Yeah. So what's it going to hurt adding a guy that sucks? I mean, the fans hate. I mean, the fans already hate your organization. Anyway.
Yeah.
So
but it's like, dude,
no.
You got to know that there's a difference between fans and cheerleaders, right? Fans aren't just going to put their hands together for 48 minutes and clap for you. If you're bullshitting around, you're going to get booed. You know, it's just like
Yep.
any other job. Do your job, or you're not gonna. And if you do your job, you won't get shit. If you don't do it, you're
Exactly.
gonna get a lot of shit. It's like, you
Yeah,
took
he's an idiot.
$117 million for my favorite organization, and you expect the fans to just jerk you off all night?
Right.
Like, come on.
Exactly. He's a entitled, overpaid baby.
That's the typical modern athlete, is just very sensitive, dude. They expect everybody to treat them highly. They're on social media way too much. You know, they posting these workout videos just to seek validation from their fans, and they're just going back and forth, making burner accounts like Durant, going back and forth on Twitter with their fans. It's the modern athlete has become so soft, dude.
Yeah.
God.
And then you'll see them like, you talk about Durant, him, Westbrook, and all them, you'll see them interacting with fans, during games. And it's just like, and RJ Barrett, I seen one with him the other day.
Him too.
Dude, just shut up and do your job. Just shut up and play.
You got to ignore that
worrying. Shit. Yeah, because you're going to have idiots out there.
Right.
Quit acting like everybody's against you. You're going to have people against you. You're a celebrity basketball player,
Hey,
I just don't get it.
All right, Mike. Well, thanks for coming on.
Yes, sir.
Apparently Klay Thompson's coming back tonight, so I want to check that game out in a couple of minutes. So
yeah,
we'll call it quits here.
Yeah, it should be interesting. I'd say they won't play him much, man. I'd say
probably not.
10, 15 minutes. Working back in.
His way back.
Yeah.
Even if he's like 70%, they're going to be fine.
Yeah. They've been good without him, so imagine.
Yeah. All right, man. Thank you.
All right, bro. Have a good one.
You. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that episode. That was episode 303 of BD4, where there's no better way to get your Yankees and Knicks analysis. Again, just Mike and I discussing some MMA and more. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Next episode of UFC. Next episode of BD4 should take place either late Monday night, the 10th, or at the very latest Tuesday night, the 11th, which we'll be back on schedule recapping the Knicks. And I actually forget who they take on next, but I'm just so down on them this season. It's just been way too down of a year for them, so it's hard to stay motivated, but we will be back on track. Just missed one game because I was out, not available to watch the game, so be back on track tomorrow night. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. Again, be sure to subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed 303. All right, ciao. This podcast is brought to you by Anchor. It's the best way to make a podcast. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm.